So what we're trying to show here is the ecosystem around the original Dedolight, which is a highly focusing precision lighting tool with PC lenses, which gives you a very defined beam, and we can use a lot of optical accessories. One of them being the imager lens system, which with the enhanced condenser system can be used on our LED systems to give you precise lighting setups. So we can have the imager lenses for all the precision work, we can have E-Flagged, we have some light stream, we have our DPI filters, and we're going to show you in detail a small mock-up scenario. So what we're doing with all the details, we're using our long lenses and use the framing to just highlight the taxi label. We use the iris to just highlight the headlight and then have the beam of light with an additional accessory. And we're controlling all these lights via DMAX. So I have bicolor units where I can change the color, I can control the speed, intensities. And we're doing a real small theater performance on this one, just to exaggerate of what you could do on miniature stages. Like all of the Harry Potters had been doing something similar, with much more scenery, of course. The kind of gels we're using are both dichroics for the strong colors, for the vivid colors, and regular precision Roscoe gels if you want to do precise colors on the specific effects. On the effect we're doing on the side of the door, we wanted to have the highlight on the label of the taxi, but we want to blend in, and the DPI is just taking out the sharpness. If you defocus a light, you have blurriness. What we're doing with the DPI filter, we're just softening the edges, which is a unique effect which you can use very often in product shots, in eye lights, and it's a commonly used tool nowadays, but many people are not aware of the accessory for our lenses. So what we're showing here is kind of the ecosystem of a Dedolight system, because we're starting with a very precise focusable system. Of course, the more precision you light, the more tools you need, but you have all the creative effects. So we're not only using the iris for the round effect and the framing, but we're also using the gobos in the background. And basically you're in full control with the highest contrast and the highest sharpness if you want. Of course, we always can put it out of focus and balance through the computer system. Well, E-Flagged to us and to many of our customers became something really natural to use, because nowadays a lot of people are aware of a reflected light, which is typically a solid surface, but what we're having out there in the nature is typically a blend. And E-Flagged in this scenario gives us a breakup, which in traditional theatrical lighting you would use a couple of gobos, and by just bouncing the light on the E-Flagged, gelling it, we get this very nice natural looking skylight coming through a roof onto our scenery. In this setup we're using a light stream reflector that's actually bouncing an imager framed system onto the whole side of the car to give us this very nice fill on the side. So what we're doing here is just to have this glow underneath the car, and we're using dichroic glass filter to give us this very vivid effect, and we're changing the color temperature to play a little bit with the color blending. What we're having here is 9 lights for the first scenery and 3 lights for the theatrical setup with just the pointed beams. So the more precise we want to light, the more tools we need. But in reality, you're in full control of every accent of your product, of your person. Anything you imagine is possible with precision lighting.